Hey everyone, it's Lisa from the blog farmhouseonboone.com, and today I want to take you on a little tour of our entryway and show you the changes that have happened here over the last 9 months-ish that we've lived in this house. When we first moved into our 1890s farmhouse, this room had a lot of potential, but needed some work. So the first thing that we did was we had the hardwood floors refinished. If you watched my original walkthrough video, you might remember that these were brown and really scuffed up. What the floors really needed was just to be sanded and covered with a fresh coat of polyurethane to really bring out their natural hue. So they are a pine flooring and they have kind of a nice deep orange color to them, which I actually really appreciate the warmth that it gives to our home all throughout. We had all the floors refinished. Now the front door here, it was painted a red color. We decided to have the door stripped down to the original wood. We did the exterior here, which I'll overlay some of the details that are on the exterior. Now the paint wasn't able to come completely off. There's definitely some paint in all of the crevices, but I really love wood and how it looks against white. So the exterior of our farmhouse is white now, and I love the way that the wood looks there. We also had the door here to my left stripped down. It was painted kind of an off-white, yellowish color, and this is the door that leads into the living room. And now when you look through from our kitchen into the entryway and then into the living room, you see this nice wood color. And also the French doors here on the kitchen are wood. Now there are just several wood tones throughout this whole entryway, which I just love the warmth of wood and how that looks. Now to complement that, we went with some neutral colors for the paints. So the walls in here are Benjamin Moore White Dove, and then the trim is just a bright white. Now we would have loved to have the trim stay wood, but it was already painted when we moved in, and instead of stripping all the trim down in this house, we decided instead to go with white just to make our lives a little bit easier and not disturb any potential lead paint and things like that. So we went ahead and just painted all of that. I love that this entryway has the old trim and rosette moldings. Now another change we brought in here is we did swap out the light. The fixture that was in here before was a little bit primitive looking, and I swapped it out for an antique light fixture that I found on eBay. It did have to be rewired, but we had an electrician come over and they made very short work of that. It was no problem. And I love the way it looks against the planked ceiling, which this was already planked whenever we moved in. This house has been added on to a lot, but this was part of the original 1890s structure, and they had the lovely planked ceiling. I'm kind of thinking this mirror from the bathroom on this side, and then I'm gonna hang like a few plates around it.
Okay, so you don't want to go very high on it?
Well, I guess make it to where your average adult can see in it, so maybe like this high-ish, but it can't look too high above this chair. I guess if it looks too high, I can always put something below as well, like some kind of arrangement. Let's start with that.
That's where you like it?
The mirror. Yes. Uh-oh, you got, look at his cheeks.
Someone kissed your cheeks?
Did Ruthie get you? I'm gonna make plate hangers because I ran out of them. That looks nice. I was kind of thinking about like this, but now I'm like, should we do something below? Or I could even do like frames below eventually. What I was gonna do was this plate here and then these two there. I don't know if that's too much. I might need to hang a different plate, like at some point find different colored plates to put up on your nails, because it's like I have 3 arrangements now, which is kind of silly.
You were plating.
It's like, I'm getting a little carried away.
You're like a little bit stuck on plates right now.
Okay, that looks good. I like this. Now I'm gonna try to decide on the frames. So that might actually be really cute. Line these frames up here on either side.
Okay.
And then this hanger thingy, I guess I want it centered kind of like if this door is open in between the wall and the door. Now, as far as the rest of the decor in this entryway, I brought in an antique hat rack that I put here on this wall. And to that, I just added a scarf and a bag so that this can be kind of a place where people can hang things as they come in. Obviously, that's the point of an entryway. Jackets and whatnot can go on this rack. Now, on the other side, I really wanted to bring in some kind of entry table, but we actually have a challenging space here. Very few inches between the little bump out there, which I don't really know what that is. It's probably something structural, and the doorway. And so instead I decided to bring in a chair. Now I found this antique chair. I loved the color from a local antique shop that is just in my area. And whenever I saw it, she said she was thinking about painting it. And I was so glad she didn't because the rich wood is just gorgeous. It has gorgeous detailing on the arms. And she also had this pillow sitting there on it, and I just decided to take the whole package, the chair and the pillow. I love the tassels and the texture of the pillow. It really felt cozy and comfy, especially for this upcoming colder season. So we'll see if I switch things out, make it more bright and colorful in the spring, but for now, I love the texture and the coziness. Now for the wall decor, I brought in the mirror that used to be in our bathroom. If you watched my makeover, you know that in our downstairs bathroom, we added new tile and we also brought in a medicine cabinet instead of this mirror. I still love the mirror. I think it has beautiful detailing. I love the color, but it was really short in the bathroom. So if you were a certain height, you really couldn't see yourself. I wanted something longer. So I reserved that mirror and put it up in here. I added a few plates around the top just to kind of frame it out. Now you might think I'm getting a little carried away with my Flow Blue collection because I now have 3 spots where I've hung that in this house, and you might really be right about that. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for some different color small plates that I could swap out and maybe eventually switch this out to some different plates or something else to hang. But I really love the way that the round plates look going around the top of that mirror. So it'll probably stay plates, but it might be a different color. I might swap them out for the seasons. The blue I'm really loving right now, especially for the Christmas season. As you saw my tree last week, I think that this all looks really nice. I can't wait to bring in some greenery all throughout. So I'll have kind of a blue and green and white cozy farmhouse Christmas. Now below the mirror, I brought in a couple of frames. Now I wasn't really planning on doing this originally, but I felt like it looked a little bit high for where the mirror needed to be for average size adults to see their face when they walk in. And so to bring the mirror kind of more to the level of the chair height, I brought in a couple of frames. I need to get some new family photos because right now those are some old pictures. Those are Micah 2 years ago. I considered changing things out seasonally, so maybe throwing in some snowy pictures of our barn or our cottage or our farmhouse in these frames. Might look really pretty in the winter, and then maybe something floral for the spring. We'll see. For now, I just put these in more as placeholders. Now the rug, this is something I'm very excited about. So in the eat-in kitchen, dining room area of our kitchen, I showed you a makeover a few months ago where I brought in a rug from Turkish Rug Kingdom and put it underneath an antique table I found and some Flow Blue plates. Well, I reached out to Turkish Rug Kingdom and asked if they would want to do a collaboration for this video for my entryway. And I picked out this gorgeous Turkish rug. They are fully stocked on their shop of different Turkish rugs, all for very, very affordable prices. So whenever I went on and bought my kitchen rug, I just searched Turkish rugs on Etsy and came across their shop, and I was really impressed with the quality and the pricing, because it wasn't like $1,000 like I was used to seeing for antique rugs. They are partnering with me to do a giveaway for this video. To enter the giveaway, just head on over to Instagram and follow Turkish Rug Kingdom. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, and then just leave a comment on the picture of the entryway that I put up today. And I will choose one random winner who will receive a rug from Turkish Rug Kingdom. Now, if you don't win, of course, make sure to still go check out their shop. The rugs are really, really affordable, and the two that I've gotten from them are very high quality, and I just love the texture and the color that they add to these two rooms here. Now, when I look through these doors from the kitchen into here and into the living room, I love seeing the texture of the rugs all lined up. And this one is the perfect size for the space. It's pretty large, but our entryway is very large, and it kind of felt like wasted space before, and my husband commented that it feels a lot cozier in here with all of the warm woods and the rug and a little bit of decor and pictures and a place to sit with a pillow. This whole area is just feeling so much cozier as we add these elements. Now, I wish I had a sunnier day to give you a tour of this. It's cloudy, but it's been cloudy, and so I'm just going with it. But you can go over to Instagram and follow me on there, and I'll be sharing more pictures of this space throughout the seasons as I change things, and then of course in better lighting whenever those days do happen if you want to see how it changes. But I hope that you enjoyed this little makeover. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're brand new, please hit that subscribe button. I make lots of videos on our farmhouse restoration. Soon I'll be sharing the full reveal of the kitchen that is coming along. Finally, it will be done hopefully in about a month or less. Thank you so much for stopping by the farmhouse.